The Master Sword is one of the most famous and recognizable items in the Zelda series, created by the gods and forged by the original hero. It is said numerous times throughout the series that it is the only weapon able to defeat Ganondorf. However, it isn't the only legendary sword wielded by Link, nor is it the only blade used to kill or destroy Ganon. We are introduced to the Picori blade, which becomes the fourth sword. But could the two actually be the same or at least identical in design? Join Game Over Jesse and I as we uncover the secrets behind the Master Sword.
First, we need to know the origins of both of these secret blades. Let's start with the Master Sword. In the Zelda series, we're given two separate accounts of how the Master Sword was created. In Twilight Princess, we are told by Princess Zelda that the sword was crafted by the wisdom of the ancient sages. However, in Skyward Sword, Link is shown responsible for creating the sword. As far as in-game canon is concerned, Link is never said to become a sage. This can be explained easily though. Hylia, with help from the sages, could have created the goddess sword and given it to the chosen hero to help fight off the evil in the world. After an untold number of years, during the event of Skyward Sword, Link forged the goddess sword into various states, like the goddess longsword, the white sword, and eventually into what we know as the Master Sword.
The Picori blade has a surprisingly similar story. In fact, it's almost identical. In the Minish Cap, we are told, just when it seemed that the world was to be cast into the darkest of shadows, the tiny Picori appeared from the skies and bestowed on a courageous human a single golden light and a single sword. Again, after an untold number of years, Link takes a sword and forges it into the white sword. And when the white sword is fused with all of the elements, it becomes what we know as the Four Sword.
If Zelda and Twilight Princess didn't know the full truth behind the origins of the Master Sword, it's possible that the information we are given by the Hylians in the Minish Cap is also a bit distorted as well. If we look at all the similarities, a lot starts to match up. Both swords are given to the Hylians to fend off evil forces. Both swords are originally created by magical beings in the sky and are meant to only be used by the chosen hero. Both swords can be forged into the white sword, which also makes an appearance in the original Zelda for NES. And both swords need to be forged by magical elements to reach their full potential. Both swords have several different stages of transformations, each with their own individual names. As stated earlier, both swords each have a stage where they are called the White Sword. Who's to say the Fourth Sword isn't just another stage of the Master Sword, such as the Golden Sword from A Link to the Past being the final known form of the Master Sword, which is only obtainable in A Link to the Past and never seen again.
To further the similarities between the two, it is stated that only the Master Sword is able to defeat Ganon. However, the Fourth Sword has also been used not only to kill Vati, but Ganondorf as well, and sealed them both away. To add one last similarity, both the Master Sword and the Fourth Sword are both sealed in a pedestal in a secret location on more than one occasion. Well guys, I'm RmfH, and thanks for checking out this awesome Zelda theory from Game Over Jesse and myself. Before we go, I just want to take a quick second to thank Game Over Jesse for letting me tag along on this one. Be sure to subscribe and check out his next Zelda theory about what material was used to forge the Master Sword. And if you guys like to hear Zelda theories, go ahead and feel free to check out my channel as well. You guys all have a good one. Peace out.